Global Link Africa has been sending missionaries, and the impact that this has had, I would categorize it in three categories. And one of them, I would want to talk about the impact of the gospel. The missionaries that we send to different communities go to share their lives. We send them to share their lives with those communities. We send them to unreached communities. We send them to hard-to-reach areas and places that are really needy and in need of restoration. And so the impact that has had is that the gospel has been shared to a lot of people in those communities. And indeed, we've had lives that are getting transformed as our missionaries share their lives and live together with those communities. The second category of impact that we have experienced in the last 5 years are the missionaries themselves. The missionaries come to us as young graduates, most of them, who just are passionate and want to go and serve the Lord. But in the 1 year, they really get to grow because the experience that they get to have in the communities, but also the teaching, because we take them through a lot of teachings which form their worldviews and the values that they develop. And so by the end of 1 year, they are totally transformed. It's just so exciting to see them after 1 year totally changed. And that for me is real impact, because such people then are committing for long term. And we have young people who are saying, I want to do 3 years, I want to go to a closed country, I want to be involved in different ways. And others are thinking, I want to go to the marketplace. And they now have the knowledge of how they can be able to be missional even in the workplaces. And so that's, for me, is very exciting to see the impact in the lives of the missionaries themselves. But the third category I think about is the communities that we are sending these people. It's so clear that we send professionals, and so professional missionaries. And so these communities get to experience hands-on, or people that are actually offering a service maybe that they would never afford. A clinical officer in a community that would never afford to have a clinical officer. And so we get to have their lives improved, and we get to have them experiencing more qualified people serving in the health centers, in the schools, in the communities, in the NGOs, in different parts of this country. And so the community, but as a church as well, because we send them through the church. The church gets also to be more equipped in thinking missions and getting involved in missions. Because when we send them to the communities, they get through the church to reach to the community. And so they have to involve the church in thinking missions for that community that they are in. So the benefit is to the community, to the church as well. And it's so exciting to visit a church that has been involved in one of the missionaries. And one of the questions they were asking is, can we now send a missionary? We've understood what it means. Can we send a missionary? And that for me was so exciting. It's a very remote area, and I am happy to receive a missionary from them. The impact is real for these last 5 years, and we are trusting God for the coming years. We totally believe that the harvest is plentiful and the workers are few, and we hope that we can be involved in making this happen. Thank you.